The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24. Yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Watch the curve.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
21. 12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Garoppolo finding Goodwin, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
And a 49er first down.
Here we go.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Breida. Gets through, and now an opening. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 46 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This is Breida looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 21, 21. Mike 53. And watch that, and watch the ball. Mike 53.
Now Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle, and he's going to get this inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now we'll give to Breida. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On the handoff, this is Breida. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. White.
To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll start on the ground with Breida, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
21.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Forced out to his left.
Number 10, Jimmy Garoppolo on the keeper. He was taken down by DeForest Buckner. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Let's go, D. Check nickel.
White.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 17, Garoppolo dancing, and a big loss here as he's taken down. D Ford just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
11.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
Here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The Sanders has got it complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Hey, alert!
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
65.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Flushed out right. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check three. Switch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the pass. He's coming. We got double up.
36.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Again, they'll run it with Mostert, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
And the blitz does come. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
13. 14. Spill. 12. Hey, Delta.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here we go. 180. 2.
Let's go, defense.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And yes, he found Toilolo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
49ers.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Right there, 54 Mike.
To throw is Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Here's Mostert.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Now Mostert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's back to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Here we go. 180!
Let's go, D.
This is Mostert. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mostert. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves them with 3rd and 1. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould.
A 32-yard attempt.
And no, wide left. It's no good. And a tough finish to this one. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
School football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You
I
loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images